Hello, and welcome to another episode of Archaeology Today. This month, we've received a cryptic message from Calendula regarding a new archaeological discovery. After puzzling over the message for some time, I've deciphered a set of coordinates and a hint as to what we might find. So, we're going to follow these coordinates, but first we're going to collect some basic resources that we might find useful on our adventure. Crafting table. Start looking for some stone to make some basic tools. That's a bonus. Get tools here. Axe. Shovel. Furnace. Alright, so we're looking to go in this direction. There we go. There's some sheep. The other one go. Perfect. Actually, let's make a boat. And I think I see what we're looking for. This must be what Calendula wanted us to find. Would you look at this? How old do you suppose this ship is? How long has it been sitting here? What secrets might it have for us to find? I guess there's only one way to find out. Let's start excavating. Might need to make some excavation tools. Every underwater archaeologist needs their trusty door. This must be the main hull of the ship. And look! There's a chest. Interesting treasures. What else? What other secrets can we find? Look at all the stone that's piled up over the years. Bit dark. Let's make some torches so we can see. Ha! More treasures. Could this ship be hiding anything else? What's this? Charts from the time of the ship? And a treasure map? I wonder if Calendula knew what she was leading us to. This is more than just a single archaeological dig. We must investigate this map. Just think what more we could find. The captain of this ship must have hidden their treasure quite close. It's right over here. Now, let's see. If my interpretation of this map is correct, depending on how precise it is, we should find whatever it's leading us to right about here. Aha! There it is. The buried treasure. Ooh. Iron? Gold? prismarine crystals? TNT? And a heart of the sea. Hmm. All right. Let's see if we can deduce some more about where this ship might have come from. Hmm. If the ship is there and the buried treasure is there, judging by the position of the sun and the orientation of the river, we might find something this way. That's not natural. These must be some sort of buried ruins. Perhaps this is an ancient village of some kind. Maybe the source of the ship. We must investigate. But first, we're going to need our trusty archaeology brush. Let's begin our excavation. That's suspicious. A candle? There's definitely been civilization here. Let's see if we can find anything else interesting. A brick. It definitely seems like whoever lived here definitely had the technology for making pottery. I wonder if we'll find any more significant intact pieces. Ah! I was right. This is clearly signs of advanced pottery. There must be more specimens here for us to find. Another pottery shard. Such intricate designs they have. Hmm. Such interesting patterns. Ah, another new pattern. These people were quite creative. Well, I think we've excavated these ruins quite thoroughly. We've discovered some interesting things about how these people may have lived, and come away with quite a few treasures that could be moved to a museum, perhaps. I'm going to leave these ones here for someone to pick up at a later date. But most interesting, while I was down there, I found some ancient inscriptions indicating the location of something otherworldly. And I think that we need to investigate it further. So I'm going to follow the instructions that I was able to decipher from those inscriptions and see where they might lead me. We're gonna pick up our equipment and we're gonna head out back into the wilderness. I believe if I go this way, I should meet back up with the river. Yes, there it is. And I think for now, we're just going to follow the river. There's the azalea bush, there's the ice. If I interpreted the instructions correctly... Aha! I knew it! Oh, more buried treasure. No doubt part of the same treasures from the other ship that I saw. Alright, so after finding that, we then follow the ice. And eventually we should reach the next landmark. Another shipwreck. There it is. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Another treasure map. Buried treasure under the sea. How interesting. Wonder if at one point in the past this place wasn't flooded. There it is. Wow, look at all of this treasure. Okay, so I believe from here we're just supposed to continue to the west. Huh. There's one of the landmarks I'm looking for. We're definitely on the right track. The cherry grove on the mountain. I knew it. Go through this narrow pass through the hills. Looks like maybe this was a canal at one point and now it's all been filled in. If I've been following the directions properly, all that's left to do is follow this river around the bend. And we should be at the place that was being described. I think that might be it. Look at that foliage. That is definitely unique. Definitely fits the description that I found in the runes. I must get a closer look. Interesting vegetation. I wonder if there are any unique treasures that we can find in this area. Must get a sample. That is definitely otherworldly. Hello? What are those particles? Thunder. Scary. Another one. To advance whenever I'm not looking. Spooky thunder. Ah. Those particles were doing something over here. It's interesting that they just vanished like that. Resin? How curious. More resin? These creatures seem to be in some sort of a symbiotic relationship with the trees. What is that? That must be the source of this creature's power. There's the other one. Must be another one of those resin hearts or tree hearts. in this tree. Beginning to bleed resin every time I hurt these creatures. Yes, there it is. The heart of the tree that makes that creaking sound. A creaking heart, if you would. Let's see what happens if I take one of these. Yes, as I suspected, it is intrinsically linked to it. Oh, that was unexpected. Let's collect the rest of this. And let's see what we can do with it. It's certainly an interesting substance. So what happens if I mix it in with some of the wood? Ah, I can create these creaking hearts. How curious. Well, I'm satisfied with this adventure. Let's head back to civilization and share our tales. Hello, Mr. Librarian. Did you want to catalog my recent adventures? Another village for me to tell my tales at. Hello, good sirs. Do you perhaps have a librarian that would like to catalog my recent adventures? Perhaps, if you don't have a librarian to catalog my adventures, perhaps I could borrow your horse here so that I may more quickly travel back to the Archaeological Society to to tell my fellow archaeologists I must report back to Calendula what I have found. I wonder just how much she knew of how much of an adventure I would be going on when she sent me that cryptic message. Right, I don't have a saddle for you, horse, but you can have this armor. Alright, so when I get back to the Archaeological Society, I must tell Calendula of my discoveries. I have these 2 heartbreak pottery shards. This one heart pottery shard, 5 hearts of the sea, 18 creaking hearts. I'm riding back on this horse that has 9 hearts. I have 10 hearts myself. And for good measure, an additional 2 hearts. Yes, this shall make a great tale for Calendula.